Tiyana and the Sleeping Spark. On the western side of the island, where waterfalls braided silver through green mountains and fireflies blinked like tiny stars at dusk, there lived a girl named Tiyana. Tiyana once felt like sunlight. She woke early, she ran barefoot across warm sand, she laughed loudly as if her joy could lift the palms themselves. Inside her chest lived a spark, not the kind you see, not the kind that burns your fingers, but the kind that glows. It glowed when she played, it glowed when she danced, it glowed when she helped her mother grind tuttle and sing old songs. But one season, something changed. The mornings felt heavier, the afternoons felt longer, even laughter felt like lifting something heavy. Tiyana noticed the first when she tried to race her cousins along the shore. Halfway down the beach, she slowed, not because she wanted to, because she had to. Her spark felt smaller. That night, she lay awake beneath her woven blanket, listening to the distant waterfall. "Why am I so tired?" she whispered into the dark. The room did not answer, but her grandmother did the next morning. Grandmothers on the island could see things others missed. She watched Tiyana move more slowly, watched her eyes dim just slightly. "Come sit," she said gently. They sat together under the shade of a breadfruit tree. "Inside every person," her grandmother began, "is a spark. It does not disappear, but sometimes it sleeps." "Mine feels asleep," Tiyana admitted, her voice small. Her grandmother nodded. "Then we must tend it. Not rush it, not scold it. Tend it. Tend it how? With patience." And so began Tiyana's season of tending. She visited the healer from the neighboring village, who spoke softly and smiled warmly. She drank cool water slowly each morning. She ate foods that felt grounding and steady. Some days she stretched with her mother as the sun rose. Some days she rested when her cousins ran. At first, this frustrated her. "I don't want my spark to sleep," she said one afternoon, kicking at the sand. Her grandfather chuckled softly. "Even volcanoes rest between eruptions," he said. "Rest is not a weakness." That night, Tiyana imagined her spark. She pictured it as a tiny ember inside her chest, glowing faintly. Not gone, not quiet, so she tried something new. Before sleep, she placed her hands over her heart and whispered, "I am here. Take your time." The next morning, she noticed something small. She didn't wake with a burst of energy, but she didn't wake as heavy either, just a little lighter. Like the first glow before sunrise, days turned into weeks. She stopped measuring herself against her cousins, stopped racing the wind. Instead, she began walking the mountain trail behind her home. Not to conquer it, just to breathe, step by step. Breathe in, breathe out. She began noticing things she had never seen before. The way moss softened stone, the way tiny white flowers grew from cracks in the rock, the way waterfalls did not rush, they flowed. One afternoon, while sitting beside the river, she felt it. Not a burst, not a blaze, a flicker. Warm, steady, her spark stirred. She smiled. Not because she could suddenly run fast again, but because she could feel herself returning. The healer explained gently that sometimes sparks sleep when our bodies need care. Sometimes they dim when we push too hard. Sometimes they simply ask for gentleness. And Tiyana learned something powerful. Strength is not burning brightly all the time. Strength is knowing when to glow softly. Months later, she ran again along the shoreline. Not to win, not to prove, just because she felt like it. Her laughter returned, not louder than before, but deeper. And that night, as fireflies blinked outside her window, she whispered to her spark, "Thank you for waking." But she also knew this: if it ever felt sleepy again, she would not panic. she would tend it with water, with rest, with movement, with love. Because sparks do not vanish, they wait. And when cared for gently, they rise again.